tonight. It's hard to believe, but the school year is right around the corner, and officials are figuring out what it will look like as COVID sticks around. Plus, the popular waterfall is all dried up as drought conditions take a toll on our waterways. And later, it could be a history-making night in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to win the NBA title in Game 6. We'll take you live to the action coming up.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. The summer is nearing the end, and many kids will be getting ready to head back to school. And the start to this academic year will likely be a lot different than the last. CBS3's Emma Quinn joins us in studio now with plans local districts are making ahead of the school year. Emma, I would imagine this is a little bit tricky.
Yes, Kristen. So Duluth public school officials say they are hard at work planning for this upcoming school year. And Superintendent of Schools John Magus says they will be learning in person for 5 days a week during the school year. He adds the district has no plans for remote or hybrid learning except for their Academic Excellence online high school program. Magus says the pandemic has allowed for a reset in education, and they are focused on making this year as normal as possible for students. Adding social distancing won't be as enforced either. The American Association of Pediatrics announced its recommendation yesterday that all students should wear masks in school this fall. Magus says they are monitoring the COVID cases here in the area, but right now they're recommending students 11 and under to wear masks even if they're not vaccinated.
We strongly encourage, if you haven't been vaccinated, to wear a mask, but it is not a requirement. It is a strong recommendation.
Right now, the COVID vaccines are only approved for those 12 and up. Magus adds one challenge this year could be that they won't get direct guidance and mandates from the State Department of Health. And it will be up to each district to make decisions based on what COVID cases look like in their area. Magus says the district will be working closely with county health partners to make any COVID-related decisions.
Now, Emma, the federal government is requiring masks on public transportation. Does that apply to school buses as well?
It does. All kids going on the school bus this year will be required to wear a mask whether they are vaccinated or not.
All right. Certainly hard to believe school's right around the corner, but Here we are. Thanks, Emma. Well, the vaccine clinic at UWS reopened today, trying to slow the spread of COVID-19. Westman Arena will be open all week this week from 11 to 2. In the following weeks, the clinic will remain open on Tuesdays and Thursdays within those same times. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome. The Northland is enduring some of the worst air quality so far as smoke from the Canadian wildfires moves into the region. Air quality in Duluth this morning was listed as unhealthy. In Hibbing, it was listed as very unhealthy. The MPCA says anyone from people with heart disease and respiratory conditions to children and the elderly can suffer when the air around them is bad. Local doctors recommend limiting physical activity and staying away from other sources of air pollution like busy roads or wood fires.
Even if you don't have a pulmonary or a cardiac history, you should listen to how your body's feeling. Studies have shown that good hydration can help improve your response to the poor air quality.
Doctors say anyone with asthma should always have their inhaler with them and follow guidance on their asthma action plan. Well, Dave joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Yeah, pretty hazy out there again today.
Yeah, for a lot of towns, it's very hazy. Other places, it's a little bit better. We take this live local look outside of Ely on 169/1 at Robinson Lake, and there's a hint of blue and a touch of gray and maybe a little bit of brown mixed in between as higher pressure tries to push down the clouds, but a couple of lows are bringing clouds in, and a shift in the winds has brought Canadian wildfire smoke back into the region. So like Christian mentioned, we have an air quality alert to talk about. I'll show you a map for that in just a little bit, but right now I want to show you the radar because, again, rain would be a good solution to this problem, and there's a chance coming in from that western low. It's a 50-50 shot once we get into tomorrow night. So for the short term, tonight mostly cloudy as clouds build in. And as we go towards tomorrow evening, there comes that 50% chance for showers and storms. High temp of 75 will be bubbling just under normal for a second day in a row. But once we get into the weekend, we could go warmer than normal. Once again, the heat wave could return. I'll talk about how long it'll stick around for this second go-around or third go-around, whatever it is now, coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, the big talker tonight is the Milwaukee Bucks, and our very own Alexis Bass joins us live from the Deer District for Game 6. Alexis, I understand the gates opened just moments ago, and they're expecting thousands of fans to show up and cheer on the Bucks tonight. You've been there for a while now. Is the crowd growing?
Yes, the crowd is growing and growing and growing. And as you mentioned, Kristen, the doors did just open, and it is absolute chaos. And as I mentioned earlier, back behind me in the gravel, you can see people also pouring in. As much as the pour-in came into the doors, it's coming into the gravel, and they just opened that up for 65,000 more fans on top of the 25,000 that they already had. So in addition, 40,000, some math there for you. So many fans, so much excitement going on here. And Wisconsinites, there's obviously history in the making here. I mean, behind me, it says it on the banner. And Wisconsinites also are looking for more history to be made. Since the Packers won the Super Bowl in '45 in February of 2011, Wisconsin pro sports teams went a combined 0-7 in conference finals. The Bucks, of course, snapped that streak when they beat the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals. But it consisted of the Packers losing 4 NFC Championship games, the Brewers losing in the NLCS twice, and the Bucks falling to the Raptors in the 2019 Eastern Conference Finals. For the Bucks specifically, just getting to this point is significant. They had lost 5 straight conference final series before this run.
You know, I think what we've been through the last few years and where we are today, it's all part of it. It makes us, you know, goes into making us who we are, and I think hopefully better prepared, whether it's from a technical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, from a physical standpoint. You know, your experiences, they go into you know, making you who you are. So
I don't focus in the past. I try to learn from it and move on. And I think it helped me throughout my career. You know, when we're down 2-0, they did it. Why we cannot do it, you know, kind of thing.
And Kristen, not only are fans eager to get inside, the Brewers were eager to push their game back today. They pushed it back a couple hours because they wanted in on the fun and the thrill and the excitement, and they wanted to witness history as well. And we just love to see teams go ahead and support one another, especially in the same city. So the city of Milwaukee is absolutely going crazy tonight. And their popular plaza, known as the Deer District, will feature some changes for Game 6 tonight. As I mentioned earlier, they've configured their main stage area to accommodate 65,000 fans out here. They're even closing off some nearby side streets for the game. Gates just opened, as we just talked about, and tip-off will be at 8 o'clock. And we will continue to bring you the latest and greatest here from Pfizer Forum.
Well, Alexis, don't have too much fun without us there tonight. Thank you, and we'll look forward to hearing from you again a little later in the show. Well, the drought is taking its toll on one of the North Shore's most visited state parks. Take a look at this dramatic change. Here's what Gooseberry Falls looked like a month ago. Now, this is a look at those exact same falls today, dry with no more than a trickle of water flowing. That quick change is affecting not only visitors to the area, but wildlife too. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham tells us what's happening with the falls and when we can expect to see them return to normal.
Certainly would be more spectacular if it were not, but it's just part of nature.
Visitors to Gooseberry Falls this week have come expecting a beautiful rushing waterfall. What they've been met with instead is nothing more than a trickle of water dripping down a rock wall.
We did notice that the falls were low. We do run into that from time to time when we're traveling, and just figured it was a low, rain season.
That low rain season actually spans the last year and a half, leaving the Northland under drought conditions. It's also brought waters from the Gooseberry watershed, which flows to the falls, to lows that aren't normal for this time of the year.
So the upstream wetlands, as they start losing water levels, there's less water obviously feeding into those tributaries, and then less that feeds into the Gooseberry River, and obviously then less that comes over our falls.
Nick Hoffman, assistant park manager at Gooseberry, says those low levels are now impacting plants and animals in the area.
The lower water levels can cause some problems for trout species and fish and other aquatic species with the lower places for them to be in, and drying up pools can become more of a problem as this drought persists.
Hoffman says plants on the banks are also struggling in these dry conditions. As for when water levels could return to normal, Hoffman says the park needs lots of consistent rain before the visitors can expect to see gooseberries rushing falls again.
It'd be better if these rain events were kind of like long in duration, nice long soakers rather than a hard downpour.
Hoffman says Gooseberry State Park has still been seeing a steady stream of visitors, but he adds the sooner the falls are back to normal seasonal levels, the better for local wildlife. While a wildfire scorched some land in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. On Monday, authorities say a fire burned about 6 acres of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore and nearby state forest. Michigan's DNR, with help from firefighters and park rangers, put out the flames. Park rangers say large amounts of smoke may linger for the next few days in the area. They're still investigating how the fire started. An update tonight after a body was found near Duluth's Lake Walk. Police now say they don't believe the man's death was suspicious. Police first responded to the railroad tracks near Leif Erikson Park just before 10 o'clock this morning. They say a North Shore Scenic Railroad employee discovered the body. And police say it was a 50-year-old man who died, but they have not shared his name or cause of death. The investigation is underway. Well, moving to politics, we are taking a live look at downtown Madison. Today, Wisconsin's lieutenant governor has joined the crowded Democratic field for a U.S. Senate seat. 34-year-old Mandela Barnes is vying to become the first black U.S. senator in Wisconsin's history. He's giving up a chance to run for a second term in 2022 as Governor Tony Evers' running mate. Republican Senator Ron Johnson currently holds that Senate seat. He has not said if he'll seek a third term. Besides Barnes, 5 other Democrats have already joined the race. There will be a primary next year. Governor Evers issued a statement on Barnes' decision today. He said Barnes is a good friend and he supports his decision to run for Senate. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, an Iron Range mining company just bought more land in Itasca County. What that means for the project they're trying to get off the ground next.
Today's record high is 98 from 1901. The normal is 78, but we only made it to 68 degrees today. That cool down won't last forever. We'll talk about when another heat wave comes our way and a chance for rain that may be with us tomorrow. That's all coming up right after our break.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Move snow with your half-ton pickup like the pros with the rugged Western HTS. A full-sized, full-featured snowplow that gives you pro-like performance without extra weight. Handle standard duty commercial or extended use homeowner plowing with the Western HTS. Serious snow control. Designed exclusively for your half-ton pickup.
Get your snowplow from the experts at JM Auto Service. We are Western Snowplow headquarters.
My name is Harry Podgorski, and I'm a proud member of the Board of Directors of St. Anne's Senior Residence. My mom lived at St. Anne's for 9 years and called St. Anne's her home. If you're looking for a place for mom or dad or for yourself, please consider the affordable St. Anne's. You won't be sorry you did.
Take advantage of no move-in fees through August 1st, 2021. Call 218-727-8831 and schedule your tour today.
Black Bear Casino Resort invites you to join us for our anniversary weekend celebration. We start the weekend Friday night, August 13th, with legendary comedian Gabriel Iglesias and the Beyond the Fluffy World Tour Go Big or Go Home in the Otter Creek Event Center. Then the Bear heads outdoors Saturday, August 14th with Tantric, Drowning Pool, Hinder, and Scott Stapp, the voice of Creed. For more information and to get your tickets, go to blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for a weekend anniversary celebration.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Prime Appliances sizzling hot summer sale continues on all in-stock appliances through July 31st. Get this heavy-duty Maytag top-load laundry pair with an electric dryer and a 5-year parts and labor warranty, just $17.98. Find a GE or Whirlpool double oven electric range in stainless steel starting at just $12.19. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliances, the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
It's always the right time to fall in love.
I feel super happy with you.
Again.
He knows how to work a woman.
And again.
You don't have any respect for me.
And here we go again.
I'm definitely coming in to steal your girlfriend.
You never know who's going to walk through that door.
With Love Island tonight or stream anytime on CBS.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, we got rid of it for a couple of days, but now that Canadian forest fire smoke is back into our region and has expanded its range now into Wisconsin. So an air quality alert has been issued for most of Minnesota, except for the tip of the Arrowhead and throughout northern Wisconsin. Right now, the UP is off the hook. That stays in effect through Thursday, at least Thursday morning, maybe longer if needed. Now, tonight, for the short term, we're eyeing up a beach hazard alert. That covers, of course, Wisconsin Point and Park Point. There's the danger of rip currents going on there. The National Weather Service says the problem should ease up by 7 o'clock. So if you really need a late night swim, you can give it a try, but keep an eye on that sign as you're getting into Park Point there that tells you what the conditions are like. That's usually pretty accurate, and it's best to be safe than sorry. Now, let's talk about current conditions before we talk about temperature trends and precip chances. Those are two other important topics of discussion tonight. Anyway, right now at the airport in Duluth, it's cooler than normal at 62. That easterly wind has really knocked down the temperatures and should keep them down through tomorrow. So if you're not a fan of the heat, enjoy it right now, because by the weekend we go back to another heat wave with temperatures getting pretty close to 90. Air pressure at the moment is at 30.19 inches of mercury, and current regional temperatures are indeed cooler by the lake, 63 to 65 in the UP, 60 to 65 for our friends in Wisconsin, with examples being Superior and Ashland at 64. Minnesota numbers run 63 to 68 from Cloquet to Moose Lake, 74 for Grand Rapids, but only 68 International Falls, 72 in Ely, but only 64 for Evelyn and the Quad Cities. Similar temperatures with us again tomorrow before things do start to warm up. Current Doppler map shows another low pressure system coming our way from Montana. It's pushing rain across the border into western Minnesota. Later on tonight, a slight chance some of that could touch our towns, but a better chance comes tomorrow afternoon and evening. It becomes a 50% chance that could last through Thursday morning. So if it pays off, how much could we get? Does not look like a big soaker, but we'll take any amount we can get. And right now it looks like, you know, if we squint our eyes a little bit, we could run about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain, and places like International Falls might go a little bit higher. So not a great deal, but it's about the only deal we have right now. Tonight in Minnesota, mostly cloudy with that slight shower chance and lows from 50 to 60. Getting into Wisconsin and Michigan, mostly cloudy with that slight shower chance and lows 48 to 53. Tomorrow, generally cooler than normal, since the normal is 78. Wisconsin, Michigan should run 76 to 80. And a 50% chance for afternoon and evening showers and storms. 50% shot as well for Minnesota, with 66 to 70 by the lake and 74 to 80 farther inland. Should be the last of the cooler than normal days, because we go back towards 80, well, as early as Thursday afternoon, and then 83 degrees on Friday. And there we get so perilously close to 90 once again Saturday, at least through next Tuesday.
Thanks, Dave. A mining company with a history of tension with the state has purchased thousands of acres of land in Itasca County. Mesabi Metallics leaders say they bought 3,200 acres from Butler Tack Holdings, LLC. That purchase includes mineral and surface leases, all within the Biwabik Iron Formation near the former Butler Mine Corridor. It's not clear what exactly they have planned for that land or how much they paid for it. But the company's president and COO, Larry Sutherland, says it strengthens their presence on the Iron Range. He pointed to the company's hopes of finishing this taconite mining and pelletization project in Nashwauk. But those mineral leases are held up in court right now. Back in May, the DNR threatened to pull Mesabi Metallics leases for that project after the company allegedly did not meet certain requirements. At the time, Sutherland claimed they did. Well, everything is on the line for the Bucks tonight. Alexis Bass is live from the Deer District. Alexis, what can we look forward to in sports?
Yeah, you have a whole lot to look forward to, Kristen. Fans were just cheering Bucks and 6, and that is the vibe tonight. Bucks and 6 is what they want to see after Bucks came back from Phoenix and stole the sunshine out of the Sunshine Valley to secure the win to come back home. And so we will have more upcoming in sports next, where I will reel it in.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
6-year financing has been extended at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale, and you can finance it for 6 years with no money down and no minimum purchase. Extended savings with 6-year special financing, only at Home Furniture.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you're going to think about, it's not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
What does home mean to you? From graduation to the new job to sharing a life with someone else. As you change, so does your idea of home. Visit yournorthlandhome.com for comprehensive information on buying and selling your home with JS Realty, including mistakes buyers make and preparing your home to sell. Yournorthlandhome.com has the information you need to find a place that feels like home. Download your free guide today at yournorthlandhome.com.
I'm Dr. Jody Smith. I'm a family practice doctor at St. Luke's. Working full-time and a family and other pressures on your life, it can be hard to find that time to spend on yourself. You don't have to make dramatic changes in your life overnight. Pick a couple things. You can work on making some of the other changes along the way. Everybody has their own experiences, their own perspectives, their own challenges in life. I love hearing about it. You develop that human connection.
Little child, we're in a
With over 30 years of providing the best service in the Northland, Ogston's Body and Paint has built their reputation through honesty and respect. So when bad things happen to your vehicle, trust Ogston's to make them right again.
Hello, house guests.
Oh, we're in the Big Brother house!
This competition starts now.
I was like, game on. Let's do this. Like a ninja.
I am just the hot mess express.
Trust no one and win everything.
The pressure is turned up. I'm coming in this house to win.
I'm going to win every competition.
New Big Brother, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, or stream anytime.
I'm so excited.
On CBS.
Right now at Home Seasonal Concepts, get special 6-year financing with no money down, no minimum purchase on the largest selection of outdoor furnishings, like this Loft 21 5-piece dining set for just $13.99. 6 years special financing, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
It's a huge Game 6 down in Milwaukee tonight for the NBA Finals. Alexis joins us from the Deer District. Alexis, how is it going down there?
Kristen, there has not been a bigger Bucks game in 50 years until tonight, as the Bucks brought it back home, and they are looking to keep it at home with a victory tonight. With having a 3-2 series lead, it's a position they haven't been in since 1974 finals against the Celtics, when they lost in Game 7 throughout the entire playoffs. The Bucks players and staff have been fueled now by Game 1 with a Game 1 mindset, one game at a time, but now it's so close to going ahead and getting the victory. They do admit that this is more than any other game. The Larry O'Brien Trophy will be in the building. There is no doubt that it's a legacy-defining moment.
And it's hard not to get ahead of yourself. But this is the time that you got to be the most disciplined, you know, and that's what I'm going to try to be. I'm going to try to be as disciplined as possible. Don't get too excited. Don't get too pumped up for the game. None of that. I can't play the game right now, you know. But it's very hard.
Honestly, I think it's about playing desperate, playing like it's the last game of the season, like our backs against the wall. Like we said, we got a good win at the game, but the job's not done.
On top of the way to the NBA Finals, Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday are still committed to play for Team USA in the Olympics, which open up on Friday over in Tokyo.
You know, anytime you have a chance to represent your country and, you know, do something unique and special and be a part of a team, be a part of USA basketball, you know, I think those guys could figure it out on their own, and excited for them and their opportunity. Obviously, a little more interested. Their focus is right here with us now, but they're built, you know, to I think handle all this.
Team USA's first game is against France on Sunday. And Samantha, we will be live down in Deer District in all of the action. You can see right behind me, people are just piling in. The growth is outstanding. And we will be Facebook Live on CBS3, giving you all of the action, the latest and greatest from Deer District.
Awesome. Thanks, Alexis. Continuing the topic of the Bucks, it's not often that you see an NBA superstar stick around in a small market to compete for a title, but that's what Giannis has done, now just one away from a championship in Milwaukee. Giannis and Chris Middleton are the only remaining players from their 2013 Bucks team that won just 15 regular season games. Now, 8 years later, they won 15 playoff games together this season alone. They've been through a lot, from fighting each other from playing time as young, unproven talents to leading a championship contending team. It's been a long journey, and Coach Bud says Giannis has changed a lot.
He's got great passion. He's got great commitment. He's got great relationships with the players. You know, we've talked about him growing and building relationships, and sometimes he's just touching guys. That can be a form of communication. So all that we see and feel, and it's grown, and it's you know, I think with each step we've taken, I think it's maybe even gotten better.
It's taken big contributions by both Chris and Giannis to win in the playoffs. We'll see if they have one more in them tonight. And another big game, Duluth FC is hosting a playoff game against Carpathia FC out of Detroit. The Blue Greens clinched the final MPSL playoff spot on Friday with a win over the Thunder. It's the first playoff berth under head coach for Sean Morgan. He got there twice as a player for Duluth in 2017 and 2018. Forward Sidney Warren also won the Golden Boot Award for his regular season best 16 goals. Kickoff is set for tonight at 7 o'clock at Public Schools Stadium. So lots of going on in sports tonight, but we're tackling it all, and it's going to be really fun.
You know, that crowd is significantly growing down in Milwaukee. It'll be fun to see how the night progresses, and a lot of folks hoping for a Bucks win.
Right, definitely.
All right, thanks, Samantha. Well, that's all we have for you at 6. We hope to see you right back here at 10.